wow, Liverpool sit top of the table on 67, but Arsenal City are breathing down the neck, 65, 64. City are aiming to win a fourth league title in a row under Pep, and a feat that has never been achieved in the history of English football. But a 0-0 draw against Arsenal at the Etihad on Sunday leaves Liverpool leading the way in Jurgen's final season in charge. Neil, do you think is as simple as it's Liverpool's title to lose now, or is there still twists and turns to come?
I do, yeah. I think so. I think the game, I mean, that was one of the worst games. I think I even got up and went to mash a cup of tea.
Wasn't it?
In the Arsenal game. I mean, that was terrible, wasn't it? But Liverpool, all credit to them. They don't know how to shut shop, but they just have a go, don't they? And I think they are the team now, probably with Man City's injuries and that. But I tipped Man City early doors, and but it's going to be so touch and go now, isn't it? But it's hard to see. Man City are 3 points behind Liverpool anyhow, so they've got to lose one game, and I can't see them losing too many. Liverpool.
Well, Liverpool, Man United away, but they've got
no
more injury problems. Okay.
Hey, incidentally, before you move on, Alan, what about that? Is one of the best games I've seen in 20 years. The Liverpool Man United FA Cup.
Yeah,
great game, wasn't it?
Oh my God! Hey, and do you know something? I talk about referees. I know I get criticised and all that, but do you know if John? Like when the young kid scored the winning goal in that time, and the referee sends him off, John Brooks.
Yeah.
And do you know that's why they haven't got a clue about the game. Would he have got told off by Howard Webb if he'd have just looked the other way? Of course he wouldn't. And that the feeling of scoring the winning goal and then getting sent off, I thought it just summed it up.
But Neil, how being a manager, how do United play with that spirit against Liverpool and then not turn up against Brentford?
Well, I mean, that was embarrassing, wasn't it? I mean, your good
Shocking.
sides.
Yeah.
But your good sides, they're not a good side, Alan, and your good sides, they do that every week. You don't see Man City, Liverpool. You don't see these teams, Arsenal, you don't see them having many bad games. Arsenal had a bit of a spell at one stage, but Man United, it's like you say, they've got the players that can lift themselves on an individual game, but together as a team, they're miles away, really. I mean, they've got a job on their hands. Recruitment's been diabolical. And not just Man United. When you look at the problems in the game, the teams that are struggling, the recruitment is to be the fault at most clubs, now, really.
Yeah.
And it's the money they've spent on some of the players, 100 million pounds on average players, really. So I think that'll all be put to bed now with the new people. But it'll take a couple of years.
Neil, I do make Liverpool favourites, but last 5 games, Everton away, Goodison. Everton showed spirit last night. Yeah. West Ham away showed spirit. Spurs home, Villa away, and Wolves at home. So they're not straightforward.
No, they're not. And I think with a bit of luck, Man City will get their injured players back. I do think they miss Walker. And Stones weren't 100% fit the other night. And I do have to laugh about Haaland. For me, he could walk about and let the ball knock his knee and bounce off his knee every minute of the day if you give him chances around the box.
I think we all understand what Roy's saying.
Yeah, you will.
That he could get involved more. But when your goal tally and ratio is like that, why would you want to change him?
52 goals last year. He's got 29 this year, 18 in the league.
Yeah, it isn't bad, is it?
No, but why would you want to change? You know what I mean?
Like you say, Roy just says the right things, but in the wrong way. I think sometimes he could have explained it a bit better. But why should he?
talkSPORT Breakfast, waking you up Monday to Friday morning from 6 a.m. on AM, on DAB, via the talkSPORT app, and on your smart speaker. talkSPORT.